你好，我姓顾教授，我是悉尼大学中国研究中心主任。I've been a senior teacher for more than 50 years. I've been a university vice president twice. I always tell the students, you must go to class. But I never went to class myself. The only classes I ever went to were the classes on Chinese politics. I just was interested in what people were writing about China. The way China was being described as being the same everywhere couldn't be true, because China had at that time 600 million people in a very large area. So I thought, I have to go and study this. I thought, I have to go and learn Chinese and do a PhD on some aspect of diversity in politics. So I went to the School of Oriental and African Studies. I learned Chinese intensively, 6 hours a day, 6 days a week, for a year. After 1 year of learning Chinese, I got a job at London University for 3 years. And then I went to University of Newcastle upon Tyne to teach Chinese politics, actually. And I went to China in April 1976, and that changed my life. Because once I'd gone to China and started to see what I had been studying, and it was so different, I just decided I had to do more. And I decided I had to go back as a student, so I did. And I went to Yuan-Xue, and then I went to Beida to do economics, Zhangzhi Jingji Keshui, political economy. I think I've just got used to living in China, and I'm very happy living in China. You know, I'm a foreigner in China, but I feel less of a foreigner in China than I do in Australia or in Europe. I really enjoy the variety of China. I mean, different foods, different languages, different ways of building, different ways of living, different ways of getting married, different ways of having children, and so on and so forth. It's very, very varied. I took pictures in the 70s, and I've taken pictures more recently. Often they're from the same spot. I mean, obviously the built environment and the road system. Transport is hugely improved, and the traffic and the sewage has changed. That actually changes the smell of the city too. And of course, part of me, every time I see those changes, my immediate thought is, the old place is gone. But then I think, the standard of living for people, Tigala, it's gone up. And that's really important, And one of the new activities we're focusing on is the development of academic dialogues between Chinese and Australian universities in a number of different fields, because that is a long-term project that builds peace and understanding. And I think that's very important.